Hi there, Aquarius. Thank you for joining me for your monthly forecast for August. This month begins with the Sun in the part of your horoscope to do with relationships. And certainly up until the 20th of the month, there is going to be a big focus in how you interact with other people. But you have a wonderful window of opportunity in the first week of the month when Uranus, your co-ruler, forges a dazzling link to the Sun, suggesting that someone very unusual can really come into your world and emblazon it in a way that you can really relate to. This could be someone who's full of energy, who's a little bit different, sees things in a unique way, and they're right up your personal Champs-Élysées. On the other hand, it's possible that your talent for being different, for being novel, can also receive much better responses and some kind of plaudits. But there is a clustering of energy which remains in the more practical part of your horoscope at the start of this month, and Mercury is one of those planets. And by the 4th, it goes back to the location where its retrograde began at the end of June. Now, I know the retrograde came to a close in the middle, well, the 19th of July, but getting it back to 23 degrees Cancer is significant, because if there has been an irritating issue that just hasn't quite fallen into place as you want, it can start to unravel to your satisfaction. Mars, also in this area, can help you to work very hard as you burst into August, and it forges a fantastic link with Venus, suggesting if you're wanting to reschedule your finances, your charm and persuasiveness can really do the trick when it comes to any interviews you have or applications you make. More challenging, however, is Jupiter's opposition to Pluto. Now, this does have some real risks to it, insofar as Jupiter gives us the sense that everything will work out come what may. And it's lovely because if you think about it, the more optimistic we are, generally life does go better. If we go around feeling a bit maudlin, then nothing seems to go right. But Jupiter in this angle really asks us also to be realistic. So if you're working too hard in order to earn extra money, Pluto's going to see your physical and nervous system worn down, because it's the power plant at the bottom of your existence. So if you're overdoing something because goals are really too important to you, then you really need to be conscious that Jupiter and Pluto can egg you on in a bad way to overdo it. So it's going to be important not to burn the candle at both ends, basically. And also when it comes to your work, just be conscious that however much you might see the best in people, and you can be a very idealistic character, you may encounter somebody this month who doesn't care about all of that. They just care about loot or using you as a resource to further their aims. So just proceed with caution. However, fantastically, on the 7th, on the 9th, Mercury makes its way into Leo. And I do feel that if there has been a brittle atmosphere between you and someone, things can improve. Suddenly it gets much easier to exchange ideas, even if you don't agree. The whole concept of agreeing to disagree gets much more favourable for you. And then on the 12th, Venus moves into a delicious area for you. It moves into your sister air sign of Libra, suggesting that love could sparkle for you with someone at a distance, someone you can be totally honest with, someone who really understands the heartbeat of an Aquarian. This could be someone that you can talk to for hours on end, and you really seem to get one another's meaning very, very quickly. Exciting stuff. If you're in an existing relationship, the combination of Mercury and Venus moving is asking you to get to the truth of it a little bit more. The Sun's asking you to do that as well. And by the time that the full moon comes around on the 21st, if you're still not quite aware of the reality between you and someone else, you might have to finally get to grapple with this in the couple of weeks following. Now, the Sun moves on the 23rd and Mercury on the 24th into the part of your horoscope that's to do with deeper stuff, psychological stuff, but also in a more practical, prosaic way to do with finance. The problem is that Neptune is laying in wait on the other side of the heavens, and that may mean that somebody is up to mischief when it comes to your resources. So if you're advised by anyone about a pension plan or investment, then get a second or even third opinion. It might take you a little bit longer, but don't take anything at face value when it comes to shared assets or resources. And remember, if you're banking with someone, you're sharing it with them. So don't necessarily believe what they tell you. If they do tell you something, well, maybe it's accurate, but it's not the best deal. Look around. Get the best bargain you can. And then finally, on the 28th of this month, Mars moves into your sector of relationships, and this can make you a lot more assertive, particularly if you've been dealing with people who are not particularly easy, a bit psychological, like to play politics, well, you'll be right up for the battle of taking them on. And it can also see you taking on some kind of sporting challenge from the end of this month too. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. Good luck and goodbye for now.